everybody, it's Tractor Time with Mr. Mick, and I'm here to read another book. It's kind of a mixture of things. This title of this book is How I Spent My Summer Vacation. And I think the little boy in the story spends his summer vacation very different than what I'm thinking, but we happen to be here at beautiful Hayes Lake State Park. And since I was reading this for my grandson Archer, I'm pretty sure that he is going to spend some of his summer vacations at state parks with his mother and father, because they love going to state parks and national parks. So we stopped here on our way back from Warroad at Hayes Lake to read this book for Archer, How I Spent My Summer Vacation. When summer began, I headed out west. My parents had told me I needed a rest. Your imagination, they said, it's getting too wild. It will do you some good to relax for a while. So they put me aboard a westbound train. Wow, that's crazy. Sending the little boy off on the train. To visit my Aunt Fern in her house on the plains. But I was captured by cowboys, a wild-looking crowd. Their manners were rough, and their voices were loud. I don't know if I'd like that summer vacation, to get captured. I'm trying to get to my aunt's house, I said, but they carried me off to their cow camp instead. The cattle boss growled. He told me to sit. We need a new cowboy. Our old cowboy quit. We could sure use your help, so what do you say? I thought for a minute, then I said okay. Then I wrote to Aunt Fern so she'd know where I'd gone, and I said not to worry, I wouldn't be long. So he wrote her a letter, said, hey, I'm hanging out with the cowboys. That night I was given a new set of clothes. Soon I looked like a wrangler from my head to my toes. But there's more to a cowboy than boots and a hat, I found out the next day. And the day after that. There he is in his new duds right there. Each day I discovered some new cowboy tricks, from roping, he's roping a big bull it looks like, from roping and riding to making fire with sticks. Slowly the word spread all over the land. That wrangler, Kid Bluff, is a first-rate cowhand. The day finally came when the roundup was through, and Aunt Fern called, come on over, bring your cowboys with you. She was cooking a barbecue that very same day, so we cleaned up a little and headed on our way. So there he is getting a call from Aunt Fern after he's done being a cowboy on the roundup. The food was delicious, there was plenty to eat, and the band that was playing just couldn't be beat. But suddenly I noticed a terrible sight. The cattle were stirring and stamping with fright. It's a scene I'll remember till my very last day. They're gonna stampede, I heard somebody say. Just then they came charging. They charged right at me. I looked for a hiding place, a rock or a tree. They're charging after him. That would be scary. I'd look for a rock or a tree. What I found was a tablecloth spread on the ground. So I turned like a matador and I spun it around. And spun it around. It was a new kid of cowboy, a fantastic display. The cattle were frightened and they stampeded away. Pretty brave to be a matador, I guess. Then all the cowboys cheered. Bluff's a true buckaroo. They shook my hand and slapped my back. And Aunt Fern, she hugged me too. And that's how I spent my summer vacation. There he is giving his report to his teacher. I can hardly wait for show and tell. It looks like he's got some friends to come with him for show and tell. How I spent my summer vacation, and the author's name is Mark Teague, but it's about somebody named Wallace Bluff. That's why they said Cowboy Bluff. So that's how he spent his vacation. But like I said, beautiful, beautiful Hayes Lake State Park. Archer James, you might spend a little bit of your summer vacation at a beautiful state park like this. Good night, everyone.